In today's video, we're going to talk about how much money do I make from YouTube with 1,000 subscribers. I'm Marcus, and here on this channel, we're following my family's journey to financial freedom and talking and learning about finance. Now, let's talk about YouTube. A lot of people start YouTube channels for a bunch of different reasons. Some people start it just because they want to record their hobby and they want to share it with the world, whether it's knitting, whether it's painting, or some people actually create a channel just because they want to track their progress and hold themselves accountable. Some people just want to start a vlog channel, a video game channel, become a YouTube millionaire overnight, and just start boxing. You never know. Dude, this blow. I've been making videos on YouTube for 2 weeks, and I'm not even famous and rich yet. This sucks.
To be honest, bro, I think you just don't post enough. Plus, your videos are kind of booty.
Even if you start a YouTube just to be like Slack or Marcus, at some point in time, the question comes up as, hey, I think I can get this channel monetized and make an income. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how much money I make with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. First, let's talk about a little bit about some terms we need to know before we go in and take a look at the numbers and the data. In order to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. The first thing you need to know is that, one, YouTube does not pay for subscribers. That subscriber threshold is just the bare minimum they want you to have before you can get monetized. YouTube actually pays for views. Now, when you look at the breakdown of how views are calculated, essentially views and your payment for views, what advertisers pay to put ads on your videos, is based on a per 1,000 view scale. So you have one metric called RPM. That's what you make on your videos per 1,000 views. Anytime you get 1,000 views, you make about this much money. The next thing you need to know is CPM. CPM is essentially what advertisers pay per 1,000 views to advertise on your channel. Now, we got to understand that all channels are not created equally. So, depending on the type of content you make, the amount that advertisers pay to promote their ads on your channel may be higher or may be lower. Let's just think about it. If you have a gaming channel and you're a teenager with a gaming channel, most advertisers in that realm are going to pay lower amounts for people with gaming channels, vlogs, entertainment channel, because it's hard for them to identify their actual target audience. What is this audience looking at? Whereas opposed to if you're a channel that's talking about finance, talking about investing, talking about travel, advertisers already know what that target audience is looking for because of that niche. And the other thing is, let's just think about it from a commonsensical standpoint. If you are looking at someone play video games on a video game channel, it's a high probability that the people who are looking at that may not be at a point where they're actually paying for items, paying for video games themselves. It could be kids, teenagers, kids 10, 11, 12 years old, just tuned in to see the video game, see how to beat the level. Whereas if you're looking at a channel, like if you're looking at my channel to get out of debt, you probably got a job, you probably got a W-2, you probably got some taxes, some bills, but one thing advertisers know you definitely got is income. So that's the reason why all channels aren't created equal. People who have a little bit more structured content, advertisers are willing to pay more, as opposed to entertainment and vlog style video game channels, advertisers typically pay less. Now, understand that no matter what the pay rate is per 1,000 views, the amount of income that you make on YouTube is solely based on the views. So even if you get paid less for content, but you have more views, you have an opportunity to make a lot of money. So those are some of the basic terms and things you need to know before we go ahead and jump into the dashboard. And I'm actually going to pull mine up on the YouTube Studio app. It took me 8 to 9 months to actually monetize my channel, and we're going to start by looking at the total estimated revenue, my top videos for the last 28 days. My channel has been monetized since June, so we got a large sample size of data points to kind of see how I'm doing, to see how the progress is. We're just going to take a look at the top 5 videos that we have that have generated revenue. My number one video over the past 28 days is Dave Ramsey Goes In on Steve Harvey. I generated $13 over the past 28 days with that video. A lot of people like those videos where you're doing some type of reaction. I actually got a lot of positive feedback where people want to see more reaction to finance news, financial videos, financial advice that's out there in social media. So definitely that'll be coming. The next video is my December 2001 net worth closeout to show how our net worth increased for the year. With that video, I made $4.66. The next video, and this is a great video, is law school worth it? Should I go to law school? And in that video, I really just broke down the monetary cost of law school, the expectations of income, the actual income that one could look at depending on what tier law school you go to. But that video, over the past 28 days, $3.55. My financial goals review for 2021 generated $2.60. And student loan payment freeze extension video generated $2.28. So those are just kind of some of my top producing videos. Now let's go take a look into the numbers. You can see right now what we pulled up first. For the past 28 days, the estimated revenue that I have is $35.73. And you can see if we just go take a look on this, you can see December 15th was at one point my highest day where I made $3.84. Then we fast forward, we're going to move over to January 5th. January 5th, where I made $4.87. So I haven't had a $5 day yet, I don't believe, but I'm looking forward to getting a $5 day. Right now we got at the last 28 days. Let's go ahead and do a bird's eye view. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. Okay, here's a look at the last 90 days. The estimated revenue is $70.75, and you can see it's just peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. Look like a goddamn stock chart in this mug, but it's just peaks and valleys. Typically what you see when you put out videos is an increase on days that you drop videos, then a decrease on those days where you don't drop videos. And so we're going to take a look one last time at the lifetime numbers, and you can see from the time of my monetization to currently, I've made $141.90. The channel was monetized in June. Hey, right now we're in January. So, hey, is it enough for me to go out and buy a Bentley? No, but it is income. It is growing. I am having some higher peaks if you look at this chart. So definitely moving in the right direction. Now let's take a look at what I get paid on average per 1,000 views and what advertisers are paying per 1,000 views. If we take a look at this screen that we have up right here, you can see the breakdown. Let's start at the bottom, the monthly revenue. And so far, December has been my most productive month. I made $28.75. Right now, we're at January 7th. And as of January 7th, for the month, $9.42. So the goal for me is to essentially, hey, you got to start in baby steps. It's very rare. Can a video go viral and I just blow up? Yes, but what my goal is essentially to try to make $1 a day. If I can make $1 a day, $30 to $31 every month, that's going to be my start. Then I'm just going to try to increase that. So you can see December was my best month over the past 6 months. September was my worst month over the past 6 months, $12.60. And you can see in September and October, I took some time off from posting. Things got up, so I didn't post as consistently. Now, if we look at the top of the screen, again, my estimated revenue for the past 28 days, $35.73. If you look, for every 1,000 views that I receive, I earn $24.93. That's what RPM, what we talked about earlier, is. If we also scroll over, we can take a look, and this is actually interesting to look at. If we look at the CPM rate, advertisers are paying $39, essentially $39.08 to advertise for every 1,000 views. If you scroll down, you can actually take a look at the revenue source. You can see $35, and this is from the past 28 days. $35 was from ad revenue. 32 cents was from people who have YouTube Premium revenue. If a person has YouTube Premium, they don't see any ads, but you get a percentage of that premium membership that they pay. That's essentially how you paid out. So if we look at the revenue source over the lifetime, let's just take a look. And this is how the revenue source break down over a lifetime. $137.39 from ad revenue. Transaction revenue, $2.45. A high-speed person gave me a super sticker during the live chat. And the YouTube Premium revenue is $2.05. So that's how it breaks down over the lifetime. If we also go back, we can take a look at the ad types. Now we know YouTube has skippable ads, non-skippable ads, display ads that show up on the side, bumper ads that show up underneath your actual video. Here you can see a breakdown of over the last 28. Here you can see a breakdown of the last 28 days, how the ad types equated to revenue. Most of the ads, this is probably common for most channels, it comes from skippable ads. So for the past 28 days, 85% of my ad revenue has come from skippable ads, 6% from non-skippable ads, 4% from displays on the side, and 3% from the bumpers that appear up underneath your actual video. And if we expand this out, take a look, lifetime, those numbers are probably consistent. Yep, you see, those numbers are consistent. Skippable ads, 86%, display ads, 6%, non-skippable and bumper ads, you're coming in respectively at 4 and 3%. Now let's go ahead and go back to the main screen. When we go back to the main screen, it's interesting. It shows the top geography by CPM. Let's take a look. United States, definitely most of my content is consumed in the United States. That's essentially how my revenue is breaking down. I've been monetized since June. In that time, I made $141.90. My goal in the short term is to try to make $1 a day. If I can make $1 a day, I'll just work my way up from there. Now, keep in mind, it's interesting because, like I said, YouTube doesn't pay for the subscriber, it pays for the views. So in the event that you have a viral video, something that goes ballistic, you have an opportunity to make a large amount of money from ad revenue, even though you don't have a large amount of subscribers. I'm solely looking at the ad revenue for purposes of this video. Some people make revenue by doing sponsorships and product promotions, but for this video, we're only talking about YouTube, AdSense income, and how it works. Essentially, how you get paid out, you only get paid out when you reach the $100 threshold. So when you make $100, YouTube will send out a check. That check normally, well, YouTube will make a deposit and not send out a check. They'll make a deposit into the account that you have on file. That deposit normally happens somewhere between the 25th and the 29th of the month, and you get paid for the income that you generated the month before. So in this month of January, if I get a check cut, I'll be getting a check cut for the income that I made and the money that I made in December. There was a little hiccup where I still haven't gotten paid a YouTube check yet because somehow the AdSense account got jacked up. But I'm going to go ahead and get that rectified, get all of my monies paid out. But that's in short how it is. There's no limit to what you can make. It's all about how many views you get. So if you're putting out good content, if you're putting out content on a consistent basis, or if you have something to go viral, you have an opportunity to make income. That's it. I just wanted to provide some transparency so you all can see how much money have I made on YouTube with 1,000 subscribers. If you are at 1,000 subscribers, keep doing your thing. And if you aren't at 1,000 subscribers, I definitely hope you get your channel monetized and reach your goal. Hey, side hustle income is always good income. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Love y'all. Peace. Check out the videos on the screen. There's more videos related to my family's financial freedom journey and where we're talking and learning about finance.